Angie. Angie walk in, room get loud. She don't bite it, say it out proud. Tongue like steel, yet clean and sharp. Smile so sweet, then she cut real hard. She came to play, not to pretend. One glass up, then she's off again. Eyes on you, she don't miss a thing. Got the whole scene wrapped on a string. Watch her lean in, hear that laugh. She can turn cute into aftermath. Baby the beast, fast no brakes. If you move wrong, she keep the tape. Don't play, Angie. Make way, babe the badass. Quick switch, babe the badass. That's it. Angie. Hands up, Angie. Fun up, she got receipts if she needs that. She got receipts, yeah, keep that. If you say one thing, she got the proof. Not for the drama, just for the truth. She's in the corner, watching the room. Cute little grin and boom, boom, boom. She loves the joke, she loves the night. Loves a good time, loves a good fight. Not with her hands, with her set so cool. She can shut it down and still look gold. Watch her lean in, hear that laugh. She can turn cute into aftermath. Baby the beast, fast no brakes. If you move on, she keep the tape. Angie, don't play, Angie. Make way, babe the badass. Quick switch, babe the badass. That's it. Angie. Hands up, Angie. Fun love, she got receipts if she needs that. She got receipts, yeah, keep that. One second soft, next second stone. She runs the room like she on the throne. Come for the fun, stay for the spark. Angie don't fall, she leaves a mark. Angie, don't play, Angie. Make way, babe the badass. Quick switch, babe the badass. That's it. Angie. Hands up, Angie. Fun love, she got receipts if she needs that. She got receipts, yeah, keep that. Angie. Say less, Angie. No stress, babe the badass. Quick switch, babe the badass. That's Angie.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Oh, it is good to be back. Sorry, you guys. I had to leave y'all for a bit yesterday. I had to have a sick day. I called into work sick. I allowed it. So, hope you guys are doing amazing. I'm feeling a little better. I'm not 100%. I've been up, honestly, since about 2 o'clock this morning, and my nose is running like a faucet. So I'm dealing with two things, but that's not going to keep us down today. Hell no. We have got, like I got a mouse in my pocket or something. We have a funny little segment planned. And we're also going to talk about some things. But first, I just want to check in, make sure everybody's doing well. I know people, they tend to start coming in later, and that's okay. As long as you hear, as long as you watch and hit that like button, hit the dislike. It's fine. It's still engagement for YouTube. Push it. So I get pushed out and people watch, I get the hours, and yeah, that's what we need. We need the hours. I have not done an hour check. Let me do that. So I'm going to look down at my phone because I know that there are pocket watchers, and not just with money, but people like to call people out for talking or looking at their phones, but phone with purpose. That's what I'll call it. Phone with purpose. And I actually hit 2,000 subscribers, and then I guess some people tried to be funny and take theirs away. So I went back down, and now I'm still 2 away. So 2 away from 2K. I will not get excited again until I have at least 2020. So there will be no excitement from me until it's well over that. So we are at 2350. That's where we are on the watch time hours. So there you go. And I'm sure me missing yesterday did not help a bit, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, right? I would not have had, that crazy word energy. I wouldn't have had it for you. And I feel like I'd be letting you guys down. And that's the last thing that I want to do. So, good morning, Snake. Merkin. Oh, yes, ma'am. Merkin. But we'll get there. Let's see. Merkin is such a fun word, says Neon. You have no idea. So good morning to you guys. Hello, Agent Cade. Love Cade. Beezy. What you doing, Beezer? Good morning. Hey, Chubby Scorpion, we will dock your pay when monetized. Right? All I could do was call into myself, and I allowed it. I guess I should have called in to Bees and Chubby Scorpion and Rakim, but I chose to call into myself. Yeah. Have you ever tried calling in dead to get a funeral day and 4 days for grief? No, but you know what? I know people that probably would try it, and that's sad to say. Good morning, Incognito. It's good to see you. Mochi, good morning. Well, get ready. I'm here for you. So you get ready. I got your ears. You get your makeup. All right, babe. I have only known what a Merkin was for 8 years. Well, I hope it's not because you personally need one, Neon. I'm just saying. But we'll get into the Merkin talk. We'll get there. Let's see. Incognito is folding laundry. Will you do the laundry, babe? I got your ears. Oh, so I know that y'all have been on this little roller coaster of health with me. So I'm just going to give you a little update, and nothing to be worried about, but just keeping you updated. I've had some really bad swelling, and you all know that I have congested heart failure, and that's part of it. So while it may alarm somebody else, it really doesn't alarm me. I know I've had I know the heart attack situation. Yes. But what I'm doing is just something that I've dealt with. So that's why it's not as alarming to me. I just double up on my water pills. I have one called a Turbo. I take it with potassium while I'm taking this one. I know what to do. It just didn't help that I was having the runny nose and the watery eyes and, that kind of thing too. So I just felt like shit and kept my feet propped up. So that's what's going. And I do go on the 4th of June for my angiogram, and we'll know more after that. But yeah, so it was not as alarming to me as it was to, and Bees knows, she knows that I deal with that because of the heart failure. So she didn't push me as hard, but definitely checked in on me. And of course, Chubby Scorpion checked it. Honestly, a lot of you guys checked in on me, and I appreciate that. Good morning, Pirate. Good to see you. Oh, so, the only thing about that, so I took an allergy pill to try to dry up some of this crap. The only thing about that, it makes my mouth really dry and it makes me jittery, which is not good when, you have these other things, but it is what it is. So I will be stopping for refreshment, probably more than I do. And did that say Jethro Reacts redirected? Thank you so much, Jethro. I appreciate you. That was very kind of you. Bee's nose and isn't Whew. Okay. Yeah, the flutters. All right. So there's kind of so much. I've got it planned out, y'all. I know these, I guess millennial type YouTubers, they got these cute they put everything up. And I better not even say that because Keem does that too. I like to take old fashioned notes. I do my notes on note cards. But the reason I do that is because when you have so many tabs open up, I forget to go look at tabs because I'm so focused on, the audience and that's why I miss a lot of things that I really want to talk about because I don't click on the tab. And there are people that have, like Aura, for instance, she'll build me a whole ass docket and I maybe touch on 3 things because I forget to look over there. I know. So I write things on note cards. And that's going to keep me straight. I promise you. Tiba, what's up, my friend? What is up? I use a combo of notes and tabs. Yeah. So I have my tabs open. So when I talk about it on my note card, I can pull the tab up. So that's how I run this over here. Because it's kind of different too when you're by yourself. And it's crazy because, I streamed by myself for years but it was more just chilling with the chat. I may have a couple topics to talk on, but it was different than, actually, I guess, presenting a show. Now, I've done videos where I edited. You can go back and look at my true crime videos and my wonderful, wonderful editing. Yes, wonderful. But that's how you learn, right? You learn by doing, and you learn by taking constructive criticism. And there's a difference between constructive criticism and downright hatred. Some people say, well, I thought you could take constructive criticism. No, bitch, you just trying to hate and be a bully. So, but that's how you learn. So any of you newbies out there listening to me, you learn by doing, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. I'm a perfectionist, and I made a mistake when you go to a job interview and they say, Miss Uploaded, what is your best quality and what is your worst quality? Well, Mr. Interviewer, my best quality is that I'm a perfectionist. And my worst quality is that I'm a perfectionist. Because being a perfectionist, it actually helps you and it hinders you. Because if you don't make the mistakes, you don't learn what you're doing wrong and how to be better. So keep that in mind. Also keep that in mind for life, not even newbie streamers or whatever. It's a life lesson. We always tell our kids you learn from your mistakes. Well, they have to be allowed to make them and not feel like that everything they have to do has to be perfect either. And you need to take that same advice. So, yes. And then I'll get on a tangent that I didn't even mean to talk about, and I'll just go with my squirrel brain. But where I was going with that was that I streamed by myself for so long. And then I get on locale and I have a co-host, and you finally learn how to bounce off each other, the facial cues. AMAC can make a face and I know exactly what she's thinking, where she wanted to lead to, that type of thing. And then you go to streaming by yourself again. So it's damn it. Hold on. So now I'm in the learning mode again. And that's Angie, Angie advice segments are great. I was actually thinking about doing something like that, but doing it a little bit different. And I think I'm just gonna do it and see what y'all think. That's all I can do. I can just do it and see what you think. Chubby Scorpion dropped the Buy Me a Coffee link. Would you be the one to save an unemployed LCU employee? For only $5, you can do your part. In the arms of an Angie, fly away. You are crazy, Chubby Scorpion. Oh my God. It's funny though. Yeah, I can't even listen to that song anymore. I can't. And it's not even loved ones I think about. It's the dogs on those commercials. I cannot watch those commercials. And that song comes on. Yep, I have to turn the commercials. I can't watch them. Nope. But you can do your part and help save an unemployed LCU ex-employee. I don't know. Can't really call me an employee now, can you, Chubby Scorpion? I had a professor when I was in uni that told me to stop pondering and start doing because I was going back and forth on an idea. Perfectionism was painful until I trusted him with that. Neon, I'm telling you, if you wait until the right time to do something, you'll be waiting forever. Because you will come up with this that you need to do. I don't have enough money to put this into it. I don't have the right this. I don't have this. If you keep doing that, you will continue to do that. And you'll do that with other things in your life. That's why, yes, think things out before you just, go all willy-nilly. But if you keep pondering it and not, you're sitting there 3 years later, like people in streaming, and I did this. I wanted to be a streamer for years. And I was so scared. I was like, because in public, I'm like, hey, y'all, hey, I don't meet a stranger. I'll talk to anybody, anywhere. That's just my personality, And then the first time I got on camera, I was like this. And I know some of you are just listening, but I'm staring into the camera. Yeah. Hi, everybody, and welcome. That's how I was. But that's how you learn too. And I keep going back to learning as a streamer, but I think it's a great thing, but you can learn anyway. I wanted to be a streamer for years, but I was scared. I had read up on it. I had watched every YouTube video I could on it. I knew about analytics, and I also knew TOS. And that is why that rule threw me for a loop about being on another show. I knew it wasn't in effect for a band creator. You couldn't, what they call ban evade, but I wasn't one. So that's why the rule really threw me. And I think it was added. I'm trying to go back and read like older TOS and find the point to when it was added for one that had lost monetization, not just a band creator. Anyway, though, it is what it is, and I'm not going to keep looping on that. We are where we are, and, I was told I have to get out by YouTube. I'm not talking about anybody else telling me to get out. I mean, I have to get these hours. I have the subscriber count. You have to have 3 uploads. I have plenty of those, and the hours. So, yeah. Must be nice to have an energy drink. My heart is slow. I drink that shit, I'll be rattling like a motherfucking palm tree in a hurricane. Agent Cade, yeah, I'm not supposed to have these energy drinks, but I drank so many that my doctor literally told me not to just stop. And I have a heart condition too. I have a heart condition and congested heart failure. And I'm not supposed to drink them. And I was drinking like 5 and 6 a day, but I am down to 2. So I drink 1 in the morning and I'll drink 1 after lunch. The rest of the time, it's Diet Coke. And I've been incorporating at least 1 bottled water in my day. So those of y'all counting, you'll be happy to know that that's what I'm now doing. So, but I have to have 1 in the morning. I don't drink coffee. A lot of people drink coffee. I don't. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Oh. But Angie, the all-knowing, smartest sheep lover nightmare said you knew. Yeah, I know. I was a stupid, dumb bitch, and I knew that this would take the whole fucking network down. Yeah. But speaking of that, did y'all see, and I'm not going to play any clips on this part. I'm just going to talk about it. Did y'all see the part where, real quick. Good morning, Four Frogs. Good morning, Jethro. Thank you for your redirect. I appreciate that. Good morning, Kevin. Good to see you. Silver Knight, good morning. I was just rattling on. Some people drink coffee. Some do cocaine. I say whatever gets you through. Hey, I say as long as you handle it and it don't handle you, more power to you, As long as you got a hold on something and it don't got a hold on you, I ain't gonna say shit. That's your life, your money. And unless you're my child or, yeah, unless you're my child, I'm as long as you got a handle on it and it don't handle you. That's my motto. Damn, girl, I'm proud of you for cutting down. I have sinus bradycardia with sinus arrhythmia. Yeah. Well, all I can say is do what the doctor tells you from the start. I didn't. I'm one of those, in my mind, I'm still in my 20s. I don't know what y'all talking about. My body says, nah, girl, your neck, your back, your veins, you're going to have a heart attack. Yeah, that's what my body tells me. Oh, good morning, Brantley. Thank you. Yes, this is the, where y'all remember me talking about the wig that I got with that bid, and I paid like $5 for it, and it came in a little baggie, and I think I've worn this one before. Anyway, this is it. This one is the real human hair. So yeah, and it feel. Now I got some really good wigs. Now that Becky wig I wear, that one is not. I mean, it's good for cosplay, but it's not a good wig. I've got some synthetic wigs over there that are really, really good. And I got them, most of those I got off of Temu, to be honest. And they're really good quality. Like the Um, let's see. I've done Temu. I got a couple off of Amazon, and I've gotten a couple off of the TikTok shop. But this one right here, I think it was $5 I paid for this. Yeah, go Angie, Angie. Oh, let's see. Angie, like the rest of us Gen Xers, you don't tell us what to do. You suggest exactly. Exactly. They told me to stay away from Red Bull, which is really hard because it's my addiction and I got to cut down on nicotine. Well, you can talk to Chubby about Red Bull. If I didn't drink this one, I would drink a Red Bull because I don't like energy drinks. They're all disgusting except for this one. And I'll drink a Red Bull. So, but yeah. Chubby Scorpion, that's Chubby's go-to. Nicotine, I'll tell you what my mama did. She started putting 10 cigarettes in a pack, and she could only give herself those 10. And if she had any left over, she would put those in another pack. And if she needed an extra one for the day or something like that, she'd pull from that pack. And then eventually she kept putting more and more extra. And when she moved up to my house, because we don't smoke in the house, she would have to go outside. And she moved here in December. So her cigarettes got fewer and fewer, and then she just stopped. So after 4 months of living here, she wasn't smoking. So, yeah. Hey, Savage Cupcake. Thank you. Actually, I wasn't going to play a clip with this one. But so there was some talk about Tech opening up the computer at Fat Camp, and Nightmare's account was signed in. And he saw some videos, I guess some information on there where, Nightmare had done that deep dive on CD-ROM. And he thought it was a gotcha moment. And the fact that he held on to that information until now, I question that a lot. So here's a couple things that got me thinking about. Not only am I questioning why he held on to it for so long, but people have been wondering why Yo Mama talks to Keem the way he does. And then every time Yo Mama gets a little sassier about Keem, he gets something better, a better reward, right? Well, it seems like to me that ever since Tech has been given what he wanted, he's gotten sassier and sassier with Keem. So is that what it takes to work your way up within the LCU, is to just be very disrespectful to Keemstar? Ask him for a friend, because Tech has... You cannot tell me, oh, well, he didn't tell. So he was suspended. Tech was suspended for eating on a live stream. Okay, even the viewers know that Keem has said this multiple times, that he does not want host eating on a live stream because it messes up the viewer's experience. You are basically saying F you to the viewers, right? And it is. I think that unless you're doing something that involves the food, that it's very disgusting to eat on a live stream. Now, if you're just hanging out, shooting the breeze, having a hangout stream, having a couple bites or whatever, having a very long stream, that's one thing. But you're doing 2 hours and you can't sit there without putting food in your mouth. Are you serious? And then he goes on to say, Well, you didn't tell me that, Kim. So you're a grown ass man, Tech, and Keemstar has to tell you directly, don't eat on a live stream. Yeah, tell somebody that believes you, cause yeah, I don't. But then it got me thinking about something else. All right. Do y'all remember maybe it was last week before that he was going to lose Tech was going to lose his position on Crypt, and it was going to be Jaffe and Wings. And Tech pitched a fit. You know, like, I'll leave and I'll take Jaffe with me. Like, and your little dog too. Like, you know, he threw out all these threats, and it's like he planted his feet in the ground and he wasn't going anywhere. Y'all see that Wings quit, right? My thought is that, hey, try me, bitch. My thought is that he quit because he really wanted to do a show with Jaffe and wanted Tech out of there. And when he saw that wasn't going to happen, he said, I'm out, bitches. So Tech has got his head shoved so far up his own ass that I believe he's the reason that Crypt lost Wings. I honestly do. I feel like, you know, Wings could have given a different answer, you know. It was this, it was trolls. They keep going. Whatever it is, I honestly think it's because Tech won't get his ass off that show. And why is he not made to get off that show? He's not the only one that can run bus. I'm sorry. Yes, he has a great radio voice. But his drinking's out of control. His ego is definitely out of control. And he's acting like a 2-year-old. And now Wings is gone. And you cannot convince me otherwise that it was not Tech's fault. I really think that he wanted a show with Jaffe where they could talk about the things that those two men like to talk about, and that, you know, most of that audience gets into. Because when Tech starts talking about these topics, he doesn't shut the hell up. It's the Tech show. He does it on Bus. Did y'all watch Bus the night before last when they had that guy Stefan on there from the Paradise, which we'll get into? But did y'all see how Tech kept interrupting? Hold on. I took media in school. Okay. I know how to conduct an interview. I'm very good at it. And that's one of those things yep, check. Anyway, and when somebody's cooking, when somebody's, you know, asking the right questions, you don't butt in and say, well, yeah, you know, I'm as a native, as a native Las Vegas resident, is it this? Is it that place? Yeah. Couldn't that have waited? Couldn't you have waited to mail bond with this Stefan? What is his name? Stefano? Yeah, it could have waited, Tech. But instead, you had to continually interrupt. And you do that on every show. You're like the new boogie. If the show's not focused on you, you're going to throw a tantrum. You're going to take your toy, you're going to pick your toys up and leave. You know, they can no longer play in your sandbox. But you keep getting rewarded for it, which blows my mind. So that just makes me think, well, that's the Yo Mama's way of doing it. So just wonder how many people are going to start disrespecting, like really disrespecting Keemstar now. You know what I mean? So let's see. Good morning. I cannot pronounce Guidan. And it's probably the easiest word to pronounce. And somebody help me with that word. Break it down for me. Guidon Tech. Help me. Good morning. The other day, Keem showed him a potential replacement for wings. He said, so I will have to step completely down, which I thought was weird after he dug his heels in. Yeah. Uh, you know, who was the replacement? Hmm. And, here's my thing too. It's Tech Reject can run OBS. And I mean, Tommy has yelled at Keem and he didn't get anything better. Well, you know what? This is true. I don't know. I'll have to think about the Tommy situation because you're right. Maybe that threw a wrench into my plan that goes on in my head. I still think that it was something to do with Tech being there. That Wings left, though. I still think that. Now, maybe there's a wrench in there about him being, disrespectful and getting more. But it's just, when they had Madhouse, I didn't like Tech. Tech had to grow on me. He was so annoying. And then the more I watched Madhouse, I loved Madhouse. I was a constant viewer. I watched it. Yeah. I was very sad to see it go. I mean, I understood what happened that day. I was watching the day that it all went down. And so I get it. But I didn't like Tech. Tech ended up growing on me. And at Fat Camp, he was super, super nice. Like, he was always offering because they were up at Liberty House and, he was super nice and always offering, we got stuff down here if you need anything. In fact, I almost spent my first night there because the main house wasn't ready, but I ended up staying over at the Airbnb with Ziley the first night. But I was going to stay anyway. Him and his girl both, they were super nice to me. And then I'm just watching, it seems like Tech is going back to the old Tech that just annoyed the shit out of me on a show as a viewer. The TC I just put there to accept my name. Okay, guidance. Got it. Thank you. Guidance. Good morning, Fuzz. Your assignment today, Fuzz, is the letter W for winner. W. We're going to use W's today, Fuzz. But after saying he would step down, he said one condition of stepping down was getting a C-circuit show. But see, why does he have to have a condition to step down? That's these are Keemstar's shows. If Keem says, I want you off the show and I want Wings and Jaffe to do Crypt, there should be. Now, if I'm all about trying to negotiate and get a better deal out of it, hey. But to the point where in my head, we've lost Wings because of this. That's what's in my head. Am I right? I don't know. But he should have just left. Bunny was awesome, but won't come back because yeah. Yeah, I adore Bunny, and I know I know why she won't come back. And I wish she would, but I get why she won't. And yeah, I wish nothing but love for Bunny. I don't know why Tech thinks he's in a place to make demands. No one cares about Tech. People like Jaffe, not Tech. You know, I can't get why he says, well, I'll leave and I'm taking Jaffe with me. Like, who are you to do exactly? Who are you to say these things and make these kind of demands? And it blows my mind. But but with this well, not email, but this account thing of nightmares, it just opened up all of these things in my head. Like, he's just been downright nasty to Keemstar lately. And I don't get it. And then that's what got me thinking about, Yo Mama and being, he gets away with saying a lot of things that the rest of the hosts would get their hands slapped for. But Yo Mama gets away with it. And now I feel like Tech's getting away with it. And why? Why is that? And the only combination I can see is that they're just talking shit to Keemstar. I mean, that optically, we don't know, but optically. But I do think if you took Tech out of the picture and Wings was offered a show just with Jaffe, I think that he would come back. Again, my personal opinion. And then he went on gay yesterday. I think it was yesterday with Iceman, and Keem had already said that he was going to start shutting shows down, or the community managers better shut some shows down if there's not a show plan. And he came in there and shut that show down because there wasn't a plan. And Iceman said that he had to work. He couldn't do a plan and work. And he said that he was driving for Uber or Uber Eat, whatever, and then something else got pointed out. I was like, well, didn't he lose his license to drive or something? I don't know. But still, Tech, you want all these shows. Why didn't you put in the work if your co-host couldn't do it? There were certain days that AMAC and I could not work on a docket together. We both worked. There were days where she would have to do more. There were days I would have to do more. There were days, yeah, we would wing it. But if you're going to wing it, you better try to show that you're not winging it. Why didn't you do something, Tech, if you knew, okay, that's the story that's being told, and if we're accepting it for what it is, that Iceman was working those long hours to try to get money because he hasn't been paid anything yet from the LCU work. So, it just blows my mind. And the more I watch, and then him interrupting Keem while he's interviewing that guy just appalled me. Appalled. It appalled me. But it really did. It threw me off. I mean, it was like, shut the fuck up, dude. Let him do what he does. You are not on Keemstar's level. I don't care what's going through your head, Tech, but you are not on Keemstar's level. And let me just tell anybody up there, if he is asking questions, shut the hell up. I know there is a slight delay, but shut the entire fuck up. None of y'all are good at interviewing. None of you, except for Keem. And every time he gets started asking a question, somebody pops in. And not just pops in, maybe the girls will shut the hell up, but Tech, he's going to keep talking. Shut up. The fuck. I think this microphone, I just got something popped up. Uh, uh. Sorry, I had to make that noise because something green popped up at the bottom of my screen. I'm being taken over. Did I leave my computer logged? Is he taking over my computer? Mm. Let's see. I don't know how he's still on a high horse when Tech, let's be for real. You got your 5 minutes of fame when Scooter left the Discord and now you was given bus. Tech needs to be quiet. Exactly. Shut the hell up. Now he's playing the game. I'm smarter and I'm trying to be the most hated. Yeah, I'm sure. Uh, he's not a good villain. Like, when you got a villain, it's somebody that you love to hate. Becky was a great villain. It's like, I know we keep going back to her, but she is somebody that you loved to hate. Tech is just becoming somebody it's getting to the point where we just don't want you there if we're a viewer. You know what I mean? Ugh. Just ugh. But anyway, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in that. I felt that way about it. And let's see. Let me check my little notes. Oh, no, yeah, there's one more little point I wanted to make too. And it's not really about it's not about tech. But yesterday or last night's interview, they were talking with that girl, Piggy, and they were just randomly talking about getting, you know, every time that they would put something up, that there would be a mass flagging and he would shut their streams down and all of this. And that dude, Stefano, and Kim says, well, I could just make a call to YouTube. You know, you can just make a call to YouTube. Well, it would have been nice for you to make a call to YouTube to see if there was something that could be done about my situation. It would have been nice. It would have been nice to get that redirect that day. But I guess it would be nice to get ice water in hell too, right? That made me feel some type of way that he would just make a call to YouTube. Well, again, making me feel like, we didn't need you over in the LCU. We don't need you. I didn't give you my redirect for a reason, even though we had talked, it was planned. So, yeah. And yeah, I'm going to keep looping on that redirect until I don't feel like looping on it anymore. But make your calls to YouTube, Kim. What's up, Stick? How you doing? Okay. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. If anybody ever comes in and I don't say, Gladdy, good morning. Good morning. Yeah. So, okay. But I did like this. And this is not all LCU talk, but I had to talk about, it's going to look like a lot of LCU stuff today. But that tech stuff wasn't even part of my show until I wrote this note at about 4:30 this morning when I was getting ready. and they were talking about some stuff on Rewind, and I just started writing because I'd been thinking that, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna say it. That was supposed to be a penis I drew up there, but I shouldn't have used equal signs for the shaft instead of dashes. Live and learn. I knew exactly what it was when I looked at it. I mean, I knew. And coming from you, why would I expect anything less, Stick? Exactly. So I knew exactly what it was. That same stream, I talked Angie up and explained the situation and the tardation Angie has put up with. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. You know, everything happens for a reason. And I just have to keep remembering that. And, you know, that's why I got my Discord. I've got people in there that actually want to help me. And that's what it was put there for people to help me out. Let's get this thing going because, yeah. Yeah. After the first, you're going to see a new Angie. And that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, I did like that little cookout thing video that they played on live yesterday. So I want to share it with you. If you haven't seen it, you're going to see it now because I thought it was cute. Let's see. I think that's it. There we go. And I just want to share it with y'all.
Nope. No volume. 1 second. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
Got it right on the thing.
Trust me, it's worth the wait. Yeah, I worked really hard on this.
Yeah, bro,
no,
I
you're
like
good,
that
you're good.
tune. That's a fucking.
Hey, pull up to the back, yo. Speakers too loud.
Damn.
Whole squad.
Yo.
Hey, one dude grilling in a wizard cake. Another dude arguing with a paper plate. Some girl dancing with a garden hose. One guy dressed like a giant crow. Hot dogs burnt, but we eat them anyway. Somebody brought 12 jars of mayonnaise. Neighbor peeking through
Not
the face
Kayla
like,
crying.
what's that sound? It's when you hear people stomping on the ground at the local cookout. Everybody wild. Backyard looking like a fever dream style. Pool full of soda. Trampoline broke. Somebody juggling burgers through the barbecue smoke. Local cookout, sunshine, chaos. Plastic lawn chairs all sitting in the moss. Nobody normal and nobody cares. Smoke in the sky and ketchup everywhere. One guy live streaming macaroni salad. Another guy flexing in a Viking helmet. Somebody chasing raccoons with bread. One dude asleep in a flower bed. Boombox shaking the whole wood deck. Somebody accidentally grilled their Crocs to death. Little
Bro,
pool
what
full
the
of
fuck?
mountains. Some girl brought spaghetti packed in a suitcase twice. Water balloons flying over the fence. Nobody here making any sense. Corn on the cob and the fog machine.
Fucking team dance.
Glowing neon green at the local cookout. Everybody wild. Backyard looking like a fever dream style. Pool full of soda. Trampoline broke. Somebody juggling burgers through the barbecue smoke. Local cookout. Good vibes only.
Yes!
Only moon coming up while the speakers blast. Strangers cook out and the best one yet. Facts. Yeah, pass the chips, save me a plate. Whole backyard vibrating like a busted crate. See y'all next summer when the grill burns out at the legendary local cookout.
That was
What
fucking.
the
Okay, y'all get I guess Boogie did that one. You get a W on that one. So yeah, I enjoyed the little video. It was good. I don't know what that stuff was. I guess technically she was eating ass, Foxy. I guess, unless I've missed something somewhere, which I may have. I've been watching some other things lately. So yeah, I may have missed something, but I thought that that was a really cute video that they did. That AI stuff is getting a little bit too realistic, but I can tell that that was when they told everybody to submit pictures for the AI stuff. That's what AMAX sent in, and I'm telling you, those AI things are starting to look more real. Let's see. Okay, so I will I'm gonna be right back. Gonna take a little intermission. Sorry, but I've took more fluids because of everything. So yeah, I gotta take a little potty break, but I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Ay. Yeah, it's Angie on top. Back when Angie hit rock bottom low. Funny how the room got quiet though. People swore to never leave her side till the hard days bruised their pride. Saw her hurt and let her drown, turn their backs and skip town and whisper lies behind the scenes. They're keeping it real, don't know what it means. But she kept that camera glowing bright, putting her work in every night, and a handful stay when things got rough. She knows the real ones give a fuck. Now it's Angie on top, and the fake friends watch, trying to crawl back in the door, cause the whole world talks. But where were you then, when she needed friends? When they dragged her name for fun, and you said nothing to no one. Now they're the same people saying, chill, stop, gotta sit and watch. Angie on top. Now they flood her comment section deep, throwing praise they never meant to keep, acting like they built her from the start when they helped tear her apart. Some chase cloud up all the pain, use the name for the attention gain, smiling fake while twisting knives just to feel important online. But the real ones held her close when the views were almost goes. No conditions, no disguise, just loyalty that never died. Everybody loves success, nobody loves the man. Now it's Angie on top, and the fake friends watch, trying to crawl back in the door, cause the whole world talks. But where were you then, when she needed friends? When they dragged her name for fun, and you said nothing to no one. Now the same people saying, chill, stop, gotta sit and watch. Angie on top. Keep your fake, I'm proud of you. She remembers what you do. All the whispers, all the shade, every cheap shot that you made. Now the same mouth talking trash. Wanna ride a comeback bad, but the door you close stays locked. Now it's Angie on top. Now it's Angie on top, and the fake friends watch, trying to crawl back in the door, cause the whole world talks. But where were you then, when she needed friends? When they dragged her name for fun.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so now I've also been thinking about doing, I'm kind of invested in this this paradise thing that they're doing. You know, because my mind's always, you know, I'm true crime. I can't help but my mind go there and me get pulled into things like that. So I'm very much vested in it. And oh damn, she really had to pee. I thought a guest was going. I don't know if you were here, like the first thing, Savage Cupcake, but I had to take some allergy medicine that dries my mouth out. And so I've been drinking a lot more. I really had to go pee. My eyeballs were floating over here. I mean, if I can make it the 2 hours, I really try. But yeah. Yeah, I had to go. But yeah, so I'm vested in this thing. And there's a video that was sent to me, and I'm going to try to skim through it. I am going to drop their link, because I'm just one of those people, if I share or I go over something, and it will be in fair use, that I share their stuff. But I just want to hear a little bit of it and kind of see what their opinion of it is. So it's Farrah Fiasco is who is the creator. And I do know that it will be airing, this documentary will be airing on June the 10th. So it will be, I think it's an ID production, but streaming on HBO Max. So I'm going to be, I don't know if it's a one-piece documentary, if there's going to be multiple pieces to it. I'll have to look into that. But I'm really I'm into it. So let's see. The Paradise thing has been entertaining. It sucks. It doesn't receive a lot of monetary support, because we will just switch back to the begging and scripts to make. Yeah. And you know what? And that all comes down to, the viewers. I wish that, but it seems like the viewers want to give when it's not really entertaining, except, if somebody's getting something dumped on them, or, stunts or whatever. And instead of donating when there's actual entertainment, and then they say, well, you just do the entertainment things and the donations will come. Well, they don't. They don't. So, and then if you don't get monetary support, then your show gets pulled, or you get pulled as a host. It's the craziest thing to me. So once I figure out all of that logic, I will let you know. But right now, the math don't math. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I've watched the replay both nights. I could honestly argue both sides, although I lean more towards the girls. Me too, bees. That's why I want to see as much as I can about it before I make like this opinion, because I get in trouble for my opinions over in these parts. Because if you say something that doesn't lean towards somebody else's opinion, then you get hate, actual hate. And if you ever disagree with your mama, then you're wrong. And then his people come after you too. It's crazy. Good morning, Patty. How are you? Good to see you. So I've got it sped up. She does talk a little slow. I don't want to hear anybody else tell me that I talk slow, but she has a very nice, soothing voice too. So, but I'm still, for sharing purposes, I may have to speed it up more.
Imagine building a safe space specifically for women who have spent their whole lives being made to feel unwelcome. Women who have been mocked, excluded, and told they don't belong in mainstream society. You'd have their trust immediately, wouldn't you? That's exactly what Stefan Willemy understood when he built the community of Paradise. Today, we're going to look through some of the story, the community, the allegations, the lawsuit, and where he is right now.
So it says a Bosley positive TikToker who runs a group for big, beautiful women, BBW, sued 5 of them after they spoke out. So he actually sued, so where it came from, he sued 5 of the women for like defamation and slander. So that's how that started.
Paradise is a Las Vegas
And note that said that article right there was 2021.
space community founded by a man named Stefan Wilmy. He's a German-born software developer who's lived in Vegas since 2011. He started posting on TikTok in May of 2020 during the COVID lockdown, where he made content basically centered around plus-size women. He celebrated them.
Is that too fast for y'all? Let me know and I will slow it back down a notch. If anybody tells me it's too fast, I'll slow it down. If not, then we're going to roll like this. So you can actually go to his website and read all of this. I'm not going to, but showing here a St. Patrick's Day party at Paradise.
He hyped them up, and he told the world he was attracted to bigger women, and he was proud of it. The response to that was massive. Within 3 days of opening his Discord server on July 4th, 2020, he had over 1,000 members in that Discord. And at its peak on TikTok, his channel had 171,000 followers. The name Paradise is a play on Paradise, Nevada, where his house is located. And his house is central to pretty much everything. It's not just an online community he's built. It's an actual physical space where plus-size women are invited to visit for parties, barbecues, swimming in the pool, game nights. It's actually a place where people are free to spend their whole lives without being.
Now, did y'all see that picture? He looked like Hugh Hefner, and that's what I said the other night. And I don't know if people were calling him that the other before I did, but I called him the Hugh Hefner of the BBW. But I guess everybody had been doing that because he was just dressed like Hugh Hefner. So
Body shamed, and they can supposedly come and just exist without any kind of judgment. That's the pitch, and it's simple. And it's effective. You're welcome here exactly as you are. There's no shame, no judgment, no uncomfortable furniture, no nasty comments, just pure unadulterated acceptance. For a lot of women, that is not a small thing. For a lot of women, that is a huge thing. That is everything. And that's exactly what made this community work in the first place. In May of 2021, a TikToker named Piggy Stardust, her real name.
all right. I think they said her real name there. So even though it's all out there because she's had Piggy, the one that was on Buzz last night, that's who she's talking about. There's actual court filings and you're going to see real names through all of this. Hopefully I fast forwarded it enough. But it is what it is. I'm not doxing her. I mean, it's clearly out there.
She had seen some red flags. She said the content felt less like body positivity and more like she was being fetishized. She alleged that Stefan would lure plus-size women into the Discord before sending them unsolicited pictures and messages. She also alleges that some women were turned away from the server for being, quote-unquote, too small. That last detail, I think, matters here. For a body-positive community, to have a size minimum seems a bit strange to me. A user going by Savvy posted about 10 videos claiming someone had grabbed her waist, rubbed her stomach, and smacked her bottom without her permission, and described the experience as a sexual assault. Another woman named Alexandria said the situation actually, quote-unquote, broke her. Stefan told Business Insider there was, quote, never any sexual touch or skin contact, just friendly group fun. He described a, quote, pile up of all of us.
So according to Piggy last night, in Nevada, it's only SA if there's penetration. That's my understanding of it. And here's another question that I have that goes through my mind as I listened to the interviews, because this is not the only thing I've watched. I've already dove deep into this, right? And how long did they? Okay, so say. And I'm not on one side or the other right now. I am waiting for my opinion to actually be drawn one way or the other. Okay. But my thing is, why or how long did these women stay after, let's say, the butt touch or the hip grab or the belly rubs, did they get up and leave right away? And if they were drunk, did they, go to bed, sleep it off, and then leave the next day? Or did they stay for the duration? Now, I could have missed something. They could have already answered these things. I don't know. Because I do 1,000 things while I listen to, some of this stuff. So I could have missed that. But I'm wondering how long each particular person that had an issue with Stefan stayed. And did they put themselves there longer, after the belly rubs and the butt rubs? And did they stay longer and let it continue? If somebody did that to me and I really, really felt uncomfortable about it, I would leave. And if I felt uncomfortable about saying, you know what, I got to go, I would come up with an excuse. I would be, I'd be doing a phone a friend saying, hey, you got to make a phone. I got an emergency at home. I need you to call me and let's get me out of this situation. I don't feel comfortable. So that would be, I don't believe that question was asked or answered. Okay. Well, that would be something that I would want to know. Foxy said she didn't think it was creepy until it all came out, I believe. So maybe she thought, did she not see it happening to other people? Or she said it happened to her. And then she didn't feel comfortable with it until it came out. Or, wait a minute. What I don't understand is I heard he wasn't paying them or paying for their food or anything. So if he was so bad, what kept them around? Yeah. If they had to pay for their expenses and, he wasn't fitting the bill for all, the food and all of that, and he was, touching them, they're not feeling comfortable, then why the hell did they stay? Or how long did they stay? Let's get there first. How long did they stay? And then why did they stay if they stayed past the point of it happened the first time? Or did it happen 2 times and then you continue to stay? Did you stay long enough for it to become a pattern? Because it had to feel uncomfortable the first time, right? This is why I want all of the details, because both sides are giving me things that aren't agreeing with my brain.
On the bed with clothes on, hugs, high fives, mutual shoulder massages between people, things like that. And then he sued all of them. On June 30th, 2021, he filed a lawsuit in Clark County, Nevada, against 5 of the women, alleging defamation, false light invasion of privacy, intentional interference with contractual relations, and more. He asked for $1 million in damages and a court injunction preventing the women from ever speaking about him ever again. Women who said he touched them without their permission were then being sued by that man for $1 million. Let that sink in. It only went from bad to worse for Stefan in court. One of his central legal arguments was that calling what he did, quote unquote, sexual assault was defamatory, because apparently under Nevada law, sexual assault requires penetration. And again, this is what Willoughby's claiming, that since there was no penetration, just grabbing and fondling, that the term was technically false. His own legal filing argued that there was no sexual assault because he did not penetrate any of the women. His defense attorney summed up his argument plainly. I can do whatever I want to these women, and it doesn't become sexual assault until I penetrate them. Since I didn't, their statements are false, so they should pay me $1 million and not tell anyone else about what I did to them. The lawsuit also argued that because the women had sent sexually charged texts before their visit, they had...
So, and we all know that I have to pause this, and I'm probably not doing it as often as I should, but I am using this under fair use. I will put it in the description. But so he filed them because they they were saying derogatory things about him, and I know that he tries to have these party, you know, he tries to keep this paradise thing going, and he was losing out monetarily on some things. As I was hearing it last night, and with everybody chiming in at the same, even Stefano and Keem, the way they talk to each other, they both interrupt each other. It's really hard to understand it all. That's why I hope that this documentary, when it does come out, that it comes out as non-biased. I don't want them to have this opportunity to put this out to where people can form their own opinions, but have them making up my mind for me, where they lead me, you know, and I'm saying me, I'm talking about viewers in general, to a conclusion. You know, them trying to influence me one way or the other. Now, my next thing is do I want, you know, do I want to go as far, and that's that true crime in me, do I want to go as far as reading all of these court documents and things? And quite honestly, the answer is no. But I want some non-biased information put out there.
Impliedly consented to being touched. In response, the defense filed sworn declarations. One witness swore under penalty of perjury that she had been in the middle of an emotional breakdown, crying, when Willoughby approached her and said, "You know what would make you feel better, Porky? If we effed in the hot tub." She stated that he continued pressuring her despite her emotional state, and that she would not describe what followed as consensual, but predatory. In the end, the court sided with the women. Every single one of his claims was dismissed. He was ordered to pay the women's attorney's fees and costs under Nevada's anti-SLAPP law, which is a law specifically designed to stop people from using lawsuits as weapons to silence others. The attorneys noted that without these anti-SLAPP laws, these women may have never been able to afford a defense and would have suffered years of punitive litigation. That was the plan. That was the $1 million lawsuit.
Just because I be talking shit. Oh, my headlights are on.
Now, some of you might know the term lol cow. For those of you who do not know the term, it refers to someone who consistently generates their own drama. They can't stop engaging with that criticism. They rage a lot, and they keep escalating in ways that make everything actually worse for themselves. And Stefan fits a lot of that criteria. He had a TikTok account with over 170,000 followers, and women coming forward with complaints. A smart person, at that point, goes quiet. Instead, he sued.
And just so y'all know, did y'all see the thumbnail for this? I want to show y'all. So she's giving y'all the definition of a locale right there. But here is what the see if I can give y'all this without showing everything. Can y'all see that? Probably not. Anyway, I'll read it to you. It says Temu Keemstar with Stefan's picture on the front. That is the thumbnail to this. And it was put out it was put out 2 weeks ago, y'all. 2 weeks ago, this video came out, and the thumbnail is Temu Keemstar.
5 of them for $1 million, which meant that sworn court testimony about calling a crying woman Porky and prepositioning her for hot tub sex became part of his permanent public record. The lawsuit caused him infinitely more damage than the original TikTok videos ever could have. And then he lost the case. And then he gets banned from TikTok. He called it discrimination. Does that sound like anyone we know? Then he moved over to YouTube and started this whole thing all over again. That inability to stop, the self-defeating escalation, the victimhood framing after every single consequence, that pattern, that is textbook lolcow behavior. But here's where I want to be careful, because the lolcow label usually applies to people who are just plain embarrassing on the internet. He's embarrassing, yes. But there are women who swore under oath in a Nevada court that he's a predator. The comedy of the label doesn't cover up what's actually being documented here. He's easy to laugh at, but the women he targets are not laughing. And we just want to keep that in mind. Now remember, he's already been permanently banned off TikTok on his main account and his backup accounts. He said it was a shitty, discriminatory platform. He never acknowledged the lawsuit or the women who came forward.
Well, I don't know about TikTok. I haven't been over to venture seeing him on TikTok. I do know that he is that the Paradise channel is on YouTube, because I did scroll through several of the shorts last night. So I do know that he's over on YouTube. I don't think that there's a lot of subscribers over there yet, and I didn't pay attention to how long that he's been over on YouTube. I've kind of just dabbled my feet into it. And plus I was listening to the actual interview at the time as well.
Nothing. He just claims his victim status and he posts a forwarding address. And now this guy is on YouTube. Same format, same dynamic. He live streams a lot like this, where it's just him on the camera.
Okay, it said
Sometimes
84
women are around him.
videos.
There are giant platters of food everywhere. It makes it seem like a community, but actually, is it? Could it be that he just found a brand new platform with a brand new audience who has no idea of what he's been doing on TikTok?
Now, I did see this one. So this says a short posted by Paradise one on YouTube. Now, they talked about this one last night on Bus. And they said something about the music in it, which I may have to skip through this, but it talks about, it's April again. April is SA Awareness Month. But if this plays all of that, I'm going to have to skip through it. "5 years ago, ironically, in April, I allowed the wrong people to come and stay at my house under the false pretense that they were interested. They came and spent 12 days of a fun vacation in Vegas. So much fun until the last day they didn't want to leave." So it sounds like, if this is correct, that they all stayed through the duration of the 12 days. Again, we don't know that. Sorry, I'm just assuming that from what I'm reading. So 5 weeks later, and with the help of a politician's daughter with a past in insurance sales, they ran one of the most extreme smear campaigns on social media. So this right here is Stefan, what he's posting on his own platform. They claim that out of all the fun and harmless group activities between all of us, only my part suddenly constituted SA. Painted themselves as victims and even used the term survivors. Clever use of language with intent, all while smiling and laughing in funny TikTok trend videos. To the uneducated viewer, the stories sounded believable. When it wasn't enough, they recruited more fake victims for their cause. I was not prepared for how far they were willing to go, including blatant lies on court documents. It's been 5 years now. My story is coming out. Okay.
Around them. The body positivity language, this framing of that term, safe space, the Discord, the streamer house, the parties, all of it functions as a pipeline. These women already feel rejected and body shamed. These are the exact audience who are most likely to feel grateful for this alleged acceptance and are least likely to be believed when they actually speak out. He lost in court. He got banned from TikTok. He paid everyone else's legal fees, and he's still doing it for a new audience, now on YouTube, who probably has no idea of who he is or what he's about. So what do you guys think? Is Willemy a misunderstood guy who just wants to bring fat acceptance into the mainstream? Or is he a predatory figure who fetishizes and...
Now, I did not check out his live streams. It looks like that they do several. So I am probably going to be checking those out some. And, I'll even do it so you don't have to, if y'all want to do it that way. I'll take one for the team and I will dive into this. Yeah. Yeah, his HOA said he couldn't have them anymore. But here's the thing too. He said, he also says, God, where did I hear that? It was that all of this happened in a house that he hasn't lived in for years. Now, did he leave this house? Are there two houses? Because I know he made that comment. And he said 5 years that he hasn't lived in 5 years. So did he move out of said? All right, I'm going to have to find that because I either saw it on one of these live streams, but I don't think he talked, not live streams, shorts, but I don't think he talked about any of that on these shorts. So it must have been on that interview last night. He said that last night in Bust, but I was confused. Yeah, Savage Cupcake. I'll figure it out. Hell, if he wants to come over here and talk, I'll let him come over here and talk. I'm sorry, I don't have the audience that Keemstar has over there on Bust, but I have questions too. And they're not asking all these questions, and I'm not sending money up there to ask my questions. I'm just not. But if anybody decides to, I would really like to know how long these ladies stayed and if he's still living in that house or what's the deal with him making that comment about the house. So I guess that's pretty much it of this. So what do y'all think? Is that something that y'all would be interested in me just tackling and me take one for the team? I mean, I know we're going to all watch the interviews, but I mean, some of y'all know I'll dive deep in. I will listen to everything. So, and I can listen to things, while I work, but that will leave me unplugged from a few other things. So I'm gonna need some help from my docket team to keep me up to date on everything else going on in the world. But yeah, so that was that. And he does have a website. It's paradise.net. And then if you want to read about the allegations, it's /allegations, timeline, and documented material. So there's all kinds of stuff in here. Now I say he does. I'm assuming that's his. That's what, when I was sent some of this information, that's what I was told that it was his. So yeah. And it must be, let's see, there's a tab that says Stefan. So you actually get to know Stefan, how it started, background work. Yeah, okay, 2026 copyright, Stefan Willamy, Paradise One, Paradise LLC, Las Vegas. Hell, I might just reach out to him and ask if he'll come on here. Let's see, he has a link tree. Interesting. Okay, so there's yeah. So I could totally get in touch with him if I need to. Plus, he's live in the LCU Discord. So I mean, he's active over there. I haven't been in a minute. I mean, I'm there, but I haven't been active in a minute. Hey, Chaos. All right, well, I'll keep my eye on that. Let me take some of these tabs down. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys today about something important. Back in the day, it was very important. And I am talking about the Merkin. Now, some of you may not know what a Merkin is. Well, I'm going to show you a picture. And I am going to explain what a Merkin is. Let me make sure that all of these are good and I can show these. Or, yeah, you know what? Let me pick one and I'll just, you know what? Not that one. I'll pick this one. Okay. Come on, you stupid thing. Share. Okay. So many years ago, many years ago, the old profession of, prostitution, sex work, it's the longest, profession that dates back, and they did not have like cures for things. So of course people would contract lice down there, crabs and syphilis, all the, sexually transmitted diseases. So there would be Merkin salesmen, and these were wigs that could be put on because they would have to shave in places. And, shaving wasn't like the big thing. And plus, it would cause bumps and all of the stuff. So they would get a Merkin to hide their down their nether regions. Okay. So you'd have the Merkin salesman would come by, and he would sell the Merkins, and that's what they're called. And so the Merkin, a pubic wig, has a rich history that dates back to the 1450s in Europe. Originally used to cover signs of disease and maintain body modesty, Merkins have evolved into a decorative item and a practical solution for personal hygiene. They have been used by women, sex workers, and actors in various contexts, including entertainment and body modifications. The Merkin's history reflects the changing attitudes towards body hair and the role of adornment in human civilization. So basically, it is the pubic wig. And there's a whole grim history behind the Merkin. And just think about, though, it is a pubic wig. Okay. And so it's been a while back, but my husband and I was telling him about a Merkin. Now this I'm talking years. And I was explaining it to him because I had heard the term, and we laughed and laughed. And the other day he saw something. He said, "That looks like a Merkin." It was something on TV anyway. And we laughed about it then. So I thought, with these things, I'm doing reviews and stuff. I thought, oh my God, this would be so funny. So I looked up, we'll get there, Savage Cupcake. So, I looked up Merkins, and I found now this is a joke one. This is not a real one. I found a Merkin, and it comes with a sticky that you can place on there and stick it where you need it to go. So this is our Merkin. And it's called the kitty carpet. There you go. There you go. It's very well packaged, and reusable downstairs toupee is what it's called. See that, folks? So when I saw it on the screen, I said, holy shit, that looks like Keemstar's beard. Well, lo and behold, Mochi, who is in my Discord, made a song for us, and I would like for you all to hear it. So, one second. Let me just double check that one. I have two. Somebody else made me a song, and we'll listen to that one as well, but I would just let me double check that I loaded the right one for Mochi, and we need to give Mochi all the props, because this song right here, you're going to pee if you haven't peed, go pee, because you're going to pee your pants. Okay. And I'll be showing the Merkin some as we're listening to this song. Here we go.
Back in the taverns of old London town, actors and sailors were passing them around. A little fake wig for your nethermost zone keeps out the lice when the itching gets old. Used by the courtesans, stage queens too, powdered in 1702. History's weird and it's painfully clear. Somebody looked down and said, glue it right here. Silken horsehair, curled with pride, fashion and function combined side by side. But there's one comparison nobody feared, till somebody whispered, it looks like Keemstar's beard. Oh, the Merkin's alive tonight. Patchwork glory in the candlelight. Historical fashion, magnificently weird, like a tiny angry version of Keemstar's beard. Curled at the edges, dark and severe, broadcasting drama from the pelvis frontier. From Shakespeare's stage to a pirate tavern cheer, the Merkin rides again like Keemstar's beard. Victorian doctor said, cover the scar. Meanwhile, the theater kids took it too far. Costume department, sewing with pride, needs more volume on the lower side. French aristocrats powdered with flair. Meanwhile, sailors traded questionable hair. Museum curators all silently sighed. This artifact somehow survived. Oh, the Merkin's alive tonight. Patchwork glory in the candlelight. Historical fashion, magnificently weird, like a tiny angry version of Keemstar's beard. Curled at the edges, dark and severe, broadcasting drama from the pelvis frontier. From Shakespeare's stage to a pirate tavern cheer, the Merkin rides again like Keemstar's beard. Back when medicine was mostly just fear, and barber surgeons worked with ale and shear. Some folks hid the damage with a powdered disguise, a velvet little secret nobody advertised. Syphilis scars beneath the candlelit glare, covered up with curls of imported hair. The ballroom kept dancing, the wig stayed adhered, while it still somehow looked like Keemstar's beard. History books never tell you enough about powdered crotch wigs and theatrical fluff. But somewhere in time through the fog it appeared, a resemblance uncanny to Keemstar's beard. Curled at the edges, dark and severe, broadcasting drama from the pelvis frontier. From Shakespeare's stage to a pirate tavern cheer, the Merkin rides again like Keemstar's beard. Like Keemstar's beard.
What do y'all think of that? Mochi gets the W on that song. But wait, there's more. There's one more that submitted theirs. And let me just pull that one up while we're having so much fun with Keemstar's beard.
Gather round the tavern, let the lesson begin. A wig so strange, it'll make you grin. Not for your head, not for your chin. Tonight we talking about the Merkin.
Back in the day when the streets were muddy, folks got fancy but the facts got bloody. Powdered wigs up top, silk on skin, but down below came a secret trend.
A little lace, a little hair, A little please don't look too fair.
When the old world had problems they couldn't explain, they made a tiny wig and gave it a name.
Lice in the city, rumors in the room.
Doctors had leeches and perfume.
History's weird, don't act surprised. They wore disguises in unusual size. Merkin, Merkin,
What you hiding under there?
Merkin, Merkin.
That's a wig, but it ain't for hair.
Syphilis, rumors, tavern lies, old time secrets in disguise. Merkin, Merkin.
History got weird tonight.
They say some shave to keep the critters gone, then patch things up when the night went long. A marketplace hustle, a candlelit grin.
Nothing to see here, let the good times begin.
But the sickness was real and the stories got dark. Red flags hidden after midnight park.
No antibiotics, no modern cure.
Just superstition and a wig for sure.
No CDC, no pharmacy.
Just old wives' tales and a nervous smile.
When fashion meets fear in a smoky inn.
You get strange little history tucked under skin. Merkin, Merkin.
What you hiding under there?
Merkin, Merkin.
That's a wig, but it ain't for hair.
Syphilis, rumors, tavern lies, old time secrets in disguise. Merkin, Merkin.
History got weird tonight.
Step right up, get your counterfeit curls.
For dukes, for dames, for scandalous girls.
Human hair, horse hair, stitched up tight.
A tiny little costume for a questionable night.
Call it fashion,
Call it fear.
call it don't inspect too near.
From the brothel to the stage.
The Merkin survived every age.
Now in the movies it's a modesty trick. Period pieces gotta look authentic.
Hollywood laughs, but the past don't lie.
People been weird since the dawn of time.
So raise your glass to the strangest thing.
That history books forgot to sing.
Not crown nor cape, not noble kin, just a little fake bush called a Merkin. Merkin, Merkin.
What you hiding under there?
Merkin, Merkin.
That's a wig, but it ain't for hair.
Syphilis, rumors, tavern lies, old time secrets in disguise. Merkin, Merkin.
History got weird tonight.
And that, dear friends, is the lesson within. When history gets hairy, sometimes it's wearing a Merkin.
So, here we go. I guess my review is if you need a Merkin for any reason, they are actually available. Just search for them. Now, mine I found as it's actually a joke. I purchased it for $10. It is very, very light. You'd probably only get one use out of it before it fell apart because I do have fuzzies. It comes with a sticky back. So you stick it there and, you stick the other end wherever you wanted it to go. You could probably play Pin the Merkin on Keem. That's what we should do. We should play Pin the Merkin on Keem's beard. Yeah. Totally replicated. But yes, that's why. Can't remember who said it first. I think it was Savage Cupcake said, that looks like Keem's beard. You had not even seen the one I had yet. Oops, sorry, y'all. And again, it comes in this little pouch, resealable. And it's called the Kitty Carpets. Okay. And there's a whole history behind it. But that damn Mochi did that song, that first song, and I thought I would lose it. So, what I would like, give me 1 second, please. If you don't mind, as a favor to me, go give Mochi live. Go give Mochi some love. Go subscribe. She's trying to build her channel up, and I would like for us to help her do that. So yeah, click that, give her a follow or a sub. We sure would appreciate it. She came up with that amazing song for us. And thank you, baby doll, for doing that. Did I get to pick my color? Well, funny you should ask, Bees, because there was this one. There was a Christmas tree in green, and I believe it was a blue, like a royal blue, so a dark blue star-looking thing. So yeah, yes and no. And I may have gotten further with it, but once I saw this, the bells went off in my head, and I'm like, this one's it. This one is it. Okay, so my shirt. It says, I'm a curvy girl, was born with my heart on my sleeve, a fire in my soul, and a mouth I cannot control. That's what it says. But yeah, so I thought that y'all would get a kick out of that. I wanted to kind of put it towards the end of the show, no matter what I ended. Because like I said, I did not mean to talk on that tech stuff, really. But I knew I was diving into the paradise stuff. And there was a couple of more little things that I was going to show y'all. And I'm still going to show y'all real quick. But sorry. I've been working on this Merkin. I've been working on this Merkin for a minute. Because I got a good laugh out of it. And I hope y'all did too. And I hope Keem does. Oh my God, don't get butt hurt over it. Merkin beard. Don't y'all be telling it on me. Y'all gonna tell on me. So, and another thing so this one has no song, no fancy little tunes. It's just something I was going to show y'all that I actually tried. This one came from Temu. And these are energy patches. And I have tried them, and I don't know if it's something in your head that makes it work or whatever, but you just put these on as like a patch. So like peel it off, and that's to stick it kind of on the inside, like right there. I think there's probably a couple streams you could go back and see me wearing one. And they last for several hours. And they've got like caffeine, ginseng in them. So it supports mood and vitality, maintains focus, helps with energy. So it has a lot of actual good things in them. And then they come in this resealable pouch. And so, like I said, it came on Temu, but you can probably find some on Amazon. You can probably find them at the store, honestly. But I saw them, and I had never seen any before. So I said, well, let me try that. And, I mean, it was less than $5. And I do feel like there's something to these. Now, it could be, what do they call that effects? Oh, my God. Where they don't chat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Where they give a test study group like no medicine, they fill it with sugar pills, and then they test this group with the actual medicine to see, so it could be that type of effect in my head. Placebo effect. Yes. So it could be that, but I mean, it does have caffeine and ginseng. So there's something in it that we have in energy drinks already and stuff. So, yeah, I'm just saying I felt something from this. With one of those patches combined with the immense power of a copper bracelet, you'd be unstoppable. I've never tried a copper bracelet. I've heard people that have and that really like them. I've just never tried one. So, and let me tell you all right now that I did not have, I am not sponsored by any of these people. So the only thing I get sponsored by is the Buy Me a Coffee. You guys sponsor me. That's who I get sponsored by. Happy Kathy. Hello, Han Solo. I know I said, hey, try me, bitch, but I'm going to say it again anyway. Hello, try me, bitch, just because I like saying your name. And so if anybody else came in, I am not ignoring you on purpose. I promise. Squatchin. I did see Squatchin come in. And yes, please tell Tommy C that I said hello. I'm usually trying to rush off to work when they're on. So, all right. So I'm going to give this particular product.
Sorry.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So the energy patches get a hell yeah. What do y'all think the Merkin gets? Does the Merkin get a hell yeah or bullshit? Which one y'all want for the Merkin? Okay, and hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. So this particular product is a stress ball. It's that cannot be right. Please, God, don't let that be the right name of this place. It is. Oh my God. I didn't notice this until now. So the name of the company for the stress balls is called Paradix. It is Peradix. And I'm like, please be an O just because it looks funny. And I looked at the back of the package and it says it is spelled out Peradix. So the stress balls are made by Paradix. Okay. So what I was going to tell y'all, I can't. I fucking hate it here. I hate it here. The stress balls are brought to you by Paradix. And it's true. Oh my God. So, anyway, my mom, she was told that she needed to build up like, her hands, that doing the balls would help do that, mush them up and stuff. But I'm going to tell y'all that these balls right here, they are so hard to squeeze. And those other stress balls that you get, just regular stress balls, they kind of, go in really good and all of that. So while they do move, they do give you a little bit of something. I do not recommend you getting the Paradix stress balls for an elderly person or somebody who is trying to build their hand strength up after any episode or whatever. Yes, we need a softer Paradix. We don't need a hard Paradix. Exactly. These are too hard for somebody. Now, if you are a bodybuilder and you want to grab a hold to a Paradix, these may be the ones for you. But if you are somebody that struggles with a lot of hand grip, you may want to go for the softer Paradix. Okay, just saying. Now, I did get this on Amazon. I don't remember what I paid for them because, like I said, I got them when when my mom was, she wasn't even really like what you call sick at the time, but she was bedridden. So she had lost a lot of her, her mobility. And so that's why they told her to get some stress balls. So I ordered these and we're sitting there like, oh my God, I can't. So yeah, that's why. Yeah. So I do not recommend these for anybody that has lost mobility. Get you a softer pair of dicks if you're trying to build up your hand strength, okay? But if you are a bodybuilder or whatever, because it gives you exercise on the bottom of the package. Like it totally tells you, how to grip them, different ways to do them. But you just can't. You cannot move your fingers the way they want you to. They kind of remind me of those squeezy things, with the handles and the little thingy up at the bottom. Yeah, that's what they kind of remind me of. But boom. So yeah. So I recommend them for, people that can actually handle a harder pair of dicks. Get you something softer. I'm just telling you, these are way too hard. So I'm calling. That's horse shit. That ain't even bullshit. That's horse shit, it says. And I'm also going to give it a hell yeah. Because I think you can still use them and they would really be a good pair of dicks for the right person. So there you go. And they were under $10. So you got three balls from Paradix right there. Okay. Let's see. Why are you streaming on your own YouTube channel? You know that's against the rules on the LCU, right? Trying to take viewers into your own. I'm telling Kim, oh, please do. Please do. I hope you're being funny. I really do. I really, really do. You're trolling me, right? You have to be. That's what I'm saying. They have to be trolling me. Either that or yeah, they're showing slow and late to the party. Hey, well, we had a Merkin earlier. We had Keem's Beard Merkin. We had a whole song about it. Y'all need to come back and watch the whole show. Because we had Pink October, why you keep retracting your comments? You don't have to retract them. It's okay over here. Just don't say something TOS. We'll be all right. So we talked about King's Beard, Merkin, and there were 2 songs wrote about it. And you've got to hear Mochi's. It's very funny. And the song actually talks about King's Beard. So we have that. Yeah. And we're not sponsored by Kitty Carpet, but I do want to give them a shout out. That's who makes the Merkin. Right here. You can get it. I believe I got this one on Amazon. I found it on Amazon, and they make it in a Christmas tree green, shaped like a Christmas tree, and there was a blue star. But yeah, and they have a sticky back that comes with it. So you can stick it to your private areas, after you have to shave or whatever, and if you have any little diseases or what, because we told the whole history of the Merkin, y'all. So you'll just have to watch the whole show. And shout out to Mochi for that. Please go sub up to Mochi Live. And let's see. I need some variable hardness sticks. There should be some variable hardness sticks. There really should as you build up, but they need one that's soft that builds up to the really hard. Like I'm just telling you. Oh Lord, it's right at 8:00. I'm so glad that y'all came over here. If y'all don't mind, if y'all want to jump on over, if y'all want to give me a tip, there is a link for Buy Me a Coffee. If you just scroll up, it's also in my description. And that helps me because, you know, I'm not getting paid by Keem or the LCU anymore. And so that just leaves a lonely old streamer trying to get her hours out here. And I buy some of these products. Well, I've got more coming. I bought that. There's a couple things I've bought specifically to share with you guys. But I knew that y'all would love the Keem beard. I'm just saying. But please tell him. But no, seriously, YouTube viewer person, Keem knows exactly what I'm doing, and he knows that I'm talking about the LCU, and I have his full permission in writing to do so. So yeah, there's that. I love how people want to tell me more about my business than myself. But let's see. Add. Yes, we'll just look real quick. Hold on give me 1 second, y'all. I don't have to end exactly at 8 while I look at something. Oh, that's at 2 p.m. Okay. I was going to send y'all to iVixie because she's popping up on my thing, but she's not live until 2. But iVixie is talking about Hassan being in trouble at 2 o'clock. So y'all can go check them out. But I am just going to send you guys over to Cafe. It seems to be the only thing on when I get off at 8. So save that. I'm going to send y'all there. And y'all tell Tommy that I said, hello, fat ass. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.